Hey, it's Lance here, and this question comes in from a multiple amount of folks, which is awesome. So I'll just kind of read off a few that I got and then just answer them all at once. Here we go. So 5 days, 5 great days with him. Excuse him. Asks, are there any specific companies you recommend getting your oils from? And then Rachel asks, what oil company do you like? And then Keaton asks, but I'd like your opinion on which brands you recommend. So I think the heart of the question is what essential oil company is either the best or which one do you like to go with? And I will say that best is super subjective because it could be off of a lot of different things. And there is one that I primarily use, and we'll talk about that. Okay, so let's first talk about what's best. So from a best standpoint, that's very relative because I like to break it down into two categories. One is price and the other is quality. And so you'll pay for what you get, but at the same time, what companies tell you and what they offer is very important. And so considering that, I like to use a specific brands, but because of company policy and to remain compliant, I have to not say that. It sounds crazy. No, I'm being serious. So what you can do is you can email me and I can give you a description of each of the categories I'm talking about. But here's what I can do for you. What I'll do for you is walk through some of the things that I look for in a specific essential oil company to to help me make a better decision. And hopefully that helps you. And if you'd like details on the specific brands, you can just send me an email and we can talk and chat. Okay, so here's what I look for when it comes to lowest quality to highest quality. So we'll break down quality. We'll break down quality. Okay, so the first is lowest quality essential oils use alcohol solvents. They also have pesticides, herbicides, foreign contaminants, and fillers in their essential oils. And a lot of them, or we'll just say, they use fillers in the sense that they may splice specific strains or even types of plants together in order to get a more whole one instead of using the pure plant. And a lot of times that even happens with kasha or cinnamon. Cinnamon's hard to attain, and so they may mix it with kasha, which is a cheaper cinnamon-like essential oil. They're both essential oils, but they'll mix it. And but how it's caught is if there's different testing done on it that actually can catch either the frequency of it or some other types of testing that can see what an optimal cinnamon essential oil looks like and then see how that one with the mixed one stacks up against it. Okay, so lowest quality uses alcohol solvents and a lot of other fillers, contaminants, pesticides. So the highest quality essential oil will use no alcohol solvents. So it'll either be steam distilled or it will be cold pressed. Now, this is not information that you can see on the bottle. That's what makes it challenging. This is not information that they'll publish because they're not going to say, here's how we manufacture it. Some things you can look for if a company does actually say that they have alcohol solvents, is it'll say that there is maybe, like for example, an absolute or an extract. Those are basically something that is using alcohol to extract that particular plant oil. So that's something to look for, but they don't always show that. They don't always say that in the label, and actually most times they don't. So I would say that even if they do show that, that it is being a little more honest. And that's kind of quality in a nutshell. And again, you kind of have to do your research on that and or go with a company that has the quality more often than not that you can trust. Now, with that, there's also price. So how does price factor in? I actually was talking to a woman today, and she had gotten a sample, and she was like, "Yeah, that brand's way too expensive." And I was like, "Okay, well, I mean, can we really put a price on our health? Yes, we can, but I'm not going to do that. But what I'm going to talk about is the types of pricing that you can typically see. So there is retail price, and we'll discuss that. If you go to a Sprouts or Whole Foods or even a health food store, you can see what's on the shelf, and it'll be the retail price. So the company gets it obviously wholesale, and then they have a contract with that manufacturer, and they're able to offer that at a retail price for you. And that's going to be higher than what they pay so that they can make a profit. And so there's varying ranges of that with different companies. And there's about 6 companies that offer retail that are the main ones. I mean, there's tons of essential oil companies, but there's 6 that I am very aware of, very familiar with, and have used. And so that's something to consider as the retail price. And then the other is wholesale price. And with these same main top 6 companies, wholesale is only offered with 3 of the companies. And that is through network marketing or a distributorship or multi-level marketing, if you want to call it that. And before you're like, whoa, time out, Lance. I didn't sign up to be selling oils. You don't have to do that. Most people don't. They just use them to get the discount and build up reward points so they can get free oils in the future. And a lot of times that discount will vary. It's, the company that I work with offers a 25% discount, and that's nice, right? I mean that, and then you can earn up to 55% off. That's great. I like that. And that makes it more affordable than just buying at retail. And then over time, it actually allows for just being able to give, for me, a lot more value to myself and then to others through samples and as I share it. But if you don't want to share, you don't want to do network marketing, you don't want to do multi-level, you don't want to do any of that stuff, you don't have to. You can, what's really nice is you are in choice. You can do whatever you want. And that's just kind of an overall breakdown of what you can expect from an essential oil company when you look. Obviously, if you're like, hey, I just need an oil now, you can go to Whole Foods or Sprouts and pick something off the shelf. But the challenge is that the essential oil industry is not regulated. So they can say 100% pure, they can say organic, but that doesn't mean you're getting the highest quality. There's actually a gap in the quality gap, especially in the US, where even if a product says organic, if you go to the USDA website, I'll include this in the link below so you can see what I'm talking about too. If you go to the USDA website, it'll say that 95% of a product's ingredients need to be organic for them to be able to put that label on that product. So that means there's a 5% gray area, and they could be non-organic, they could be synthetic, they could be toxic. Who knows what that 5% is? And on top of that, because the industry is not regulated, they don't have to list the alcohol solvents in the ingredient label either. And so, yeah, I know it's kind of crazy, but that's the reality of what we live in and what we can experience with the oils. So in summary, because you're probably like, okay, Lance, it's been a really long video. When are you gonna cut to the chase? Okay, so in summary, you can obviously choose whatever you want for your health. The essential oil quality varies from a Kia to a Lexus in quality, and that just, some people like the high quality and maybe a lower price because obviously Mercedes-Benz has like high quality, high price. Lexus is like highest quality, higher price than a Kia or other things relatively. But yeah, so I've done my research and I am satisfied with the oils that I get. I really like the quality. I trust the brand and use it for my health. And you'll get, what's the interesting thing is that based on the quality, that's the results you'll get. So the better the quality, the better results. The better the quality, the more consistent the results as well. And so that's something always to consider. But I understand, money or finances may be a factor in things as well. I recognize that. And so you just pick something that works best for you and something that helps you the most. And hopefully this has helped and explaining a little bit about what I look for in an essential oil company, because for me that's really important versus just kind of getting a brand and being like, okay, I'll trust you. And you can, that's fine. But I want you to do, your research too, because you probably found this video by just either subscribing to my channel or just researching things anyway. So that's good. I mean, you have a learner's attitude and that's super important. All right, so yeah, thanks for the questions, and I really appreciate you asking them because that's something that I have asked many times before as well. And yeah, so yeah, feel free to share this video with somebody that may benefit from it, or subscribe and follow me so you can get more videos like this as well. Other than that, hope you have a great day and take care. All right, so I'm gonna go here now and